hold on now. I'm skipping all the comments. Start charging lemons for riding lessons. Ain't gonna count. If anybody need riding lessons, bro, y'all tap in, bro. I do V-Touch riding lessons. You feel me? For the ones who want to learn how to ride or want to learn how to catwalk, bro. I do lessons for y'all, bro. Real talk. I do some lessons for y'all. I do it for y'all. You feel me? Me and my dad do liquor stores. Got to pass the city inspection. I feel you. Most definitely, Sam. You got to pass that inspection, bro. You can't have the roof leaking. That's the main thing. When it's thunderstorming, you don't want nothing. You know what I'm saying? Need that roof. The roof is everything. The roof, everything. He said, "Where the box Chevy at?" I still got the box Chevy bill. You know what I'm saying? I still got the box. He said, "You still going to be riding?" Most definitely, man. You know what I'm saying? It run through it run through this. You know, it run through my veins, man. It run through my veins, bro. I've been riding since I was 6, 7 years old, man. You know what I'm saying? What you think about trans? Hold up. What you think is better? Is a better transmission sequence for bikes? 5 up, 1 down, or 5 down, 1 up? I ain't gonna lie though, Ace Goon, 1 down, 5 up. That's the main sequence. 1 down, 5 up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, oh y'all snap. Yeah, ain't gonna lie. I'm 30 though, man. I turned 30. I turned 30 in prison. I'm 30 years old. You know what I'm saying? He's a V58. Bell get tired with it now. He say stay out the way, bro. Most definitely on Tonio, bro. I'm staying out the way for sure, bro. I'm staying out the way for sure. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? Stay away from the fakes, and that's just what's going on, man. Stay away from the fakes, the haters, and that's just what's going on. And see, the haters don't like when you expose them. When somebody, like, you know what I'm saying, when a hater be smiling, and you just like tell them like, bro, I know you're a hater, and you know what I'm saying, it's over with. You've been revealed. That's when they like, you know, that's when they get feelings like females. I'm trying to tell y'all, like, the new, like, these guys be like, these guys be like, they got feelings like women these days. You feel me? Yeah, they got feelings like women. Some of these guys is new women out here. Stay out the way. Hold up. What's your zodiac? I ain't gonna lie. I don't even know my zodiac sign like that, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm thinking I'm a Libra. I think a Libra or something like that. I think I'm a Libra. Keep doing your push-ups. Don't be out here playing. Yeah, most definitely, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on, man. I need some cheap cards, bro. Big love. Keep the Vita. What type of cheat cards you need? What type of cheat cards you need? Like Honda, Toyota Camry? What kind of cars you need? Do you think KTM 450 is a good bike? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. KTM surgical. That's a good bike for sure. That's a surgical bike. Feel me? Before my brother went to the feds, anytime we did something good, get in your Impala, make a people on. Yeah, man, these guys be like crybabies, bro. They be haters. The haters be crybabies. He say, bring them wicks back. I'm all legal now. Most definitely, Sam. You got it. You know what I'm saying? Now they're finishing 5 years on paper. See, that's what they offered me at first, Sam. They try to offer me that. Or we'll give you 5 years papers and you go home today. I ain't lie. I told him, if you don't get that paper out of my face, like, I told my lawyer that, like, bro, if you don't get my paper out of my face, that paper out of my face, like, we is not doing that probation. You ain't gonna lie. I got. I got my old wits. Like, I had like 5 sets of wits, bro. I had like 5 sets of wits. I got 1 set left. I got 1 set with me right now. 1 set, and that's not the set that they cut off when I went to prison. That's the set before then. Like, that's the set before then that I got. They pretty long. Like, I wouldn't put them back in though. Like, I wouldn't put my wicks back in. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't put them back in. I just got them as like a souvenir right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I just want to look at them, I wonder where they at. I'll show. But yeah, I just got them as a souvenir. I wouldn't personally put them back in my head though. Yeah, I wouldn't put them back in. So you got some pretty hair, most definitely, man. Yeah, I got like some, you know what I'm saying, like some, you know what I'm saying. He say, you ever got your dream bike? Yeah, ain't gonna lie, I got my dream bike, Ace Goon. I got my. I ain't gonna lie. My next bike I would want to get is like a CR500 though, KS500 or CR500. Man, I didn't have to be on papers. I just didn't talk, so that's what they hit me with. My friend of 12 years threw me. Ooh, you say your friend under 12 years threw you on the bus. That's how it be sometimes, bro. You know what I'm saying? It'll be the one just like that. It'll be the one just like that. Your homeboy that you knew for 12 years throwed you right on the bus. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes it take people like it take people like it can take people 10 to 20 years for them to show their true colors. This could have been somebody that been hating on you since they was 5 years old. But when y'all turn 35, now it finally come out that he been hating. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it be like that though, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta be on point. You gotta know what's going on, bro. That's why when you go to seeing any type of little flaw stuff with people that you dealing with that's close in your circle, that's why you gotta know how to like. Sometimes you gotta know how to twirl, like, you know what I'm saying, twirl the haters, like the whole time you know they hating, but they don't let you know that they hating. So sometimes you just gotta twirl them, or just, you know what I'm saying, stay from around it. That's just what's going on, bro. That's crazy though, you know what I'm saying. That's why I tell these young fools it ain't the life you want, most definitely. I ain't gonna count one thing about it though. You know how many people I done seen that like I done seen plenty of people that like that in prison. They're hanging like it'll be these groups they hang in. Well, matter of fact, it ain't even that. It'll be they used to hang in groups out here on the street. You feel me? They used to hang in groups on the street, and they ended up learning the hard way. You know what I'm saying? In prison, because the same little group they used to hang with on the street. That's the same reason why they got 25 years in prison, 30 years in prison, 2 life sentences in prison. I done seen this shit. I done seen this plenty of times, bro. I done seen this plenty of times, bro. I promise you. Like, and all the reactions be the same. All the reactions be the same. They feel like they, you know what I'm saying? They living like that in the groups out here. You know what I'm saying? Hanging with these little groups out here in the streets, all this here. But then the same one that you be hanging with out here on the street, that's the same one that throw you on the bus. Now you done got 25 years. Happy birthday. They did happy birthday to you. 25 years. Happy birthday, 30 years. Happy birthday, 2 life sentences. And one thing about it, bro, the system, they'll wipe your whole life away from you just by talking, just by saying a sentence. You got two life sentences. You got a life. We sentence you to life. We sentence you. They'll say it with a smile. Like I done seen this plenty of times, bro. I done seen it plenty of times. I promise you. See, TMC said I spent 16 years locked up. What's good, TMC? But where I live in Norway, police never catch me on my dirt bike because there is so much. Oh, okay, you use them fields. Yeah, you use them fields. You know how to get up out of there. Yeah, you know how to get up out of there. Okay, you know something. You know, I'm in Palm Beach. If you ever need a helper in the shop, okay, Chevy man. You got the name too now. You got the name, Chevy man. Yeah, you get okay. Sound like you tired with it. Good to see you moving again, but don't let it ruin your love. Oh, it'll never do. One thing about entertainment, it'll never do that. Yeah, it'll never ruin my love for bikes. Yeah, that's not gonna happen, man. Real talk. That's what's going on. That's why, yo, it's like that's why some people don't even know that I done been to prison. Didn't even know I've been to prison, bro. Cause I'm still the same person. Like you got people who will go up the road and they get out and they'll be a whole nother person. Like you know what, fam? Most definitely. You got people who get out and they be moving like robots. Like they be keep your circle small. Yeah, most definitely, Tonio. Yeah, real talk. He say more prison fight stories. Yeah, ain't gonna lie to see, boy. I done seen a lot, boy. I done seen some stuff, boy. I ain't gonna lie. I done seen some stuff. What was your first dirt bike? My first dirt bike was a Baja 50. That was the first dirt bike I owned, and I was like 6 years old at that time. But before then, I've been riding dirt bikes. Like the Baja 50 was just my first bike, but I didn't roll like YZ80s. You know what I'm saying? YZ85. Then I always had go-pads, go-karts, and all type of stuff. But that Baja was just my first bike that my granddaddy bought me. You know what I'm saying? A little brand new Baja 50. And I ain't gonna lie, I rode that bike to the ground, boy. I rode that bike to the floor. Oh, okay, I remember them. Yeah, man, most definitely. Yo, y'all. Real talk, man. That's what's going on, though, man. You feel me?